Hello, my friends. How are ya? Welcome,
Good.
welcome. Hi, Sandy. Good to see you.
Yep.
Harmony, so glad you made it. Yay. How are ya? And Darlene is here. And Tanya, wonderful. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Tanya. How are ya? Good to see ya. So, we got some exciting stuff rolling out soon to give you all a little preview of some things coming. Some of you are going to be really happy about this. You're going to be able to um, customize your bonus training page separate from your regular training page. It's been a request we've gotten a lot. Yep. So once this rolls out, you'll have still one template for all of your training pages, one template for your bonus training pages. Customize them differently if you need. And we're also getting the bonus points going. This has been on hold for a bit, but basically bonuses are going to have their own set of bonus points. So you can track those separately because they're not required for course completion typically, but you can also do, rewards and all kinds of things based on regular points or based on bonus points. So all that's rolling out in a couple of weeks. The 24th is the target date, but just want to give you all a little preview of what's coming. And I see we got a couple more people joining. Welcome, Sue. Welcome, Christy. And with all of that, I would love to. Oh, and we have a bird joining. Welcome, bird friend. Those are so pretty. Wow. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. You're muted, but we can see the
He's a baby peach-faced Latino lovebird. He's very rambunctious.
a baby what kind? What is it called?
Latino. He's a
Latino.
Latino.
Wow, he's
Yeah,
beautiful.
thank you.
And Lucia is joining. All right, we got a full house. Fantastic. I see Tanya has a hand up. Who else? Give me an overview of who Harmony membership and maybe other things. Christy has things. Everybody's got stuff. Okay. You know what would be super helpful? We'll move through everything. It would be super helpful if you guys could type like just a note or a bullet in the chat of a topic for everybody that wants to cover things so that we can some things will combine easily, more easily than others. And let's go ahead and just move through what we got. Tanya, why don't we go ahead and start with you if you want to unmute and just give me a quick overview of what's up or what you want to talk about or look at.
Yep. Um, in the chat bot, I believe you helped me already with the suspended email question I had. Um, that was that when I was running test of my M the C no EMC, then it said, "Oh, you've you've run out of time," or something like this, and I was like, "It's mine. So how can I t keep testing it?" And
Oh,
then you
gotcha.
suggested that I look at the suspended in the what do you call the workflow.
Uh-huh.
And I had already put in an email address in that one, but this is another page where I can't find where that page is. And so
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. So to refresh my memory, you're testing the EMC, you're running a test student through it. And let me see if I can cut to the chase and get you the simplest, fastest solution possible. Is the issue that you just need to get into the course and continue testing, or is it you're working with the student and you lost access and you just need to unsuspend that student? Would that solve your goal here?
a little bit.
Okay.
So the first thing is that on that notification, it says And you can email, and then it doesn't give an email. So
Oh, so you need
whoever
to
is taking,
edit that. Yeah, yeah.
and then when you suggested that I look at the suspension workflow or the wherever it was suspended in in the suspension in the workflow, I found that I had already put an email in there. So this is another page that is saying, please contact, and then it says email, and then it doesn't have an email for the person. And then the
Gotcha.
second
Yeah.
part is now that I realize that this happens, how do I unsuspend somebody?
Yeah,
Because I would like
yeah,
to unsuspend myself.
yeah. Absolutely. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, let's take a look at that real quick. All right, thanks for the comments. I'm seeing DMs in the community forum, and Harmony got your membership and affiliate program. Perfect. Okay. Um, awesome. Thanks, Tanya. Okay, let me go in and just share my screen for a moment. And we're going to look at suspending students, first of all, and unsuspending. Just lost Zoom. Okay. Okay. So we're inside an account. I'm going to go into students section. And the first thing to know is for any student, you can, of course, and I'll go over some things you might already know, Tanya, just full picture for anybody watching the recording. You can click to open up the student's profile. That's going to give you courses, activity, tags, badges. We want to go into courses for this student. And if I go over to this menu here, actually, let me go. What I'm going to do is suspend myself from the certification course. And when I click that, it's going to give me the email, right?
Yeah.
And this will, by default, you see the little brackets here. That means it's a token and it's pulling in the default email that is your admin account email, but you
Mhm.
can change that. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And now you can see when you view my student profile here that the status is suspended. Seeing that right there. And if I went to this menu again, I could unsuspend access or I could remove them entirely. And just for everyone watching, the difference between these two is that suspending them alone will keep all their progress. They will keep getting emails, but they can't actually log in. So if a student like hasn't paid, for example, and it's a membership, you don't want to remove them probably because you want to keep their progress. And they would still get an email saying, hey, your training just got released. But when they went to click it, they would get the message that we saw. So right now I'm going to click unsuspend access and I've just allowed myself back in the course. Is that
Thank
making
you.
sense?
Yes. Well, at least it's a different place to look. So I will give that a try.
Okay.
Um, and then I have one more question. So you answered two of them. The
Okay.
last question is, um, on the single module page, is
Mm-hmm.
it possible to have the photo of the module updates? Because since it's a generic page,
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to that it changes. If I put in a picture, it will just be the picture for all of them then. And so I would like it
Correct.
to update according to whatever module it's on. Is that possible?
So you can do that to a certain extent. The way the single module and single training and future single bonus training page work is there a template that will pull in information from step 3 that you have put in through the training notes or the actual course image that you've uploaded in step 3. So
Yes.
it will show that unique information for each module. If you're talking about like a top banner image or static elements on the page are always going to be the same because this is one page template. This template basically has one job and it's to populate the information from step 3. So if you want to have different information per module or per training, you would need to put that in step 3 in the module description, the module notes, the module image. All of those are going to be automatically updated. The shell or the structure of the page itself will always be the same. Does that make sense? We can,
It gave me an idea.
I gotta start. Let's go ahead and I want to get to some more questions. And if we've got time, we'll circle back around and I'll just walk you through this. I think it will make sense
I
once
have an
we look
idea of
at
how
it.
I can fix it. So
You got
thank
it?
you. I'll just move things up. Thank
Okay,
you.
perfect. Thanks, Tanya. All right, fantastic. We got DMs in the community forum and uh, Harmony, by the way, just in case this is your only question, as I'm firing your bird, um, you you should be able to absolutely do an affiliate with Go Plus to XP. I don't know if you saw my email response yet, but that should
I
not.
did, yeah. Yeah, I
Okay,
just
still
saw it
got.
this morning. The problem
Okay.
is the VA is trying to do it, and the customer service side of Xperiencify is saying that they can't do it because the course is in Xperiencify. So I
Are
don't
you
understand.
talking? Is your VA by chance talking to the Go Plus chat?
Yeah, I don't know if he talked directly to a customer service agent or the chat. I'd have to ask him because he's working while I'm sleeping.
Gotcha. Yeah,
He's kind of
yeah.
duplicating my efforts by doing this stuff like when I go to sleep. So I'm like, I'm tired of this. I need you to take over, and he'll be like, okay. So he'll spend the night trying to work through it. So he might be
Awesome.
talking to a bot.
No, you know who it might be. So here's how Go Plus works. We've got uh, a team that provides support for Go Plus that is 24/7 chat agents. So we might be talking to an actual chat agent, but it's not actually our internal team. We also have, if you use the email address instead, support at Use Go Plus, that's going to go straight to Sebastian. He's our Go Plus team head, and he's the one who's the expert on how it all works together. The chat agents are experts in Go High Level, so they can tell you how to do everything in Go Plus, which is Go High Level. But when it comes to some of the nuances about connecting and integrating, have your VA just email support at Use Go Plus, say, "Hey Sebastian, I need help with this and that," and that's gonna like get you the straight answers.
Okay, perfect. And then the other one was the first one is making sure that when the actual course has been added through the experience engine, that it's actually showing up because I'm still not seeing it, even though I went through the whole process. And is it possible to make sure that it shows up like at a certain order? Because I've got the first training that comes up that's
Sidebar.
in the actual portal, in the
Hmm.
membership, and then I want the course that I have to come after that.
Gotcha. And you're talking about in the sidebar, right? Like in the sidebar where we were looking at having um, each course pop up when they add it. Is
Well,
that
I'm
the
assuming that
order?
it's not. I'm not quite sure because it's the first time I'm doing this. If I
Yeah,
add it the way that you directed, it's not going to show up in the portal the way that it would normally, right? Like you're not going to see this is your next training and all the rest of that, right?
right. It's not, yeah, it's going to be like a separate course, and they would go into that course to do the the structure you've set up, module to training, and flow through it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I got to wrap my brain around because I was kind of hoping I could like link it so that it would have it so that like they go scroll down to the bottom of the page and then it's like this is your next training. Is there a way to actually link the course at least at the bottom of the page so it's like this is where you go next?
Sure, sure. Yeah, there are ways you can set up the connection from going to here to there. What I want to do, Harmony, is because this one is kind of a bigger, like more course strategy question, and I want to cover some more questions and see
Yeah.
how we are on time.
Yeah.
And we can dive in as much as we can. This may be something you want to get with Marina one-on-one and just talk her through, like, here's everything I want. Here's my vision for structure, for flow, and let her guide you. She can take that and guide you in like options or the best possible ways to structure it all in XP, because this is probably going to be more than like an office hour few minutes wants to go into just all the depth of how, what your vision is and how to lay it out. So if this works for you, why don't we do a couple more questions, see how time is, and then jump in and look at as much as we can.
Yeah, I
That
respect that.
that
Thank
sound
you.
good? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So no worries.
Awesome. Thanks, Harmony. And these are great questions too, because I know a lot of people want to do memberships. Um, Sue has strategy questions also, and cool. All right, let's keep going with Christy. You want to pop off you
Sure.
here?
Can you hear me?
Hey, yes. How's it going?
Good, good, thanks.
Good.
Um, so I actually created my membership
Oh,
in
cool. Okay.
Xperiencify, actually, with basically a course, calling a course a community, right? And so there's a thr I'm using a bunch of questions in the community forum as well.
Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I have enacted the DM
Mm-hmm.
um, capabilities, so we're all able to send private messages to each other, which is amazing. I love it. Thank you.
Perfect.
And but I'm not getting notified of when they send me a DM. I get notified because I turned on all my notifications if anybody posts anything, if anybody responds to anything, as the admin, I get notified of that. But I'm not getting notified of any. I actually have to go into the DMs, the messages, and see that there are unread messages there. Is there a
Gotcha.
way to get notified when something
Okay.
drops, when there's a response there?
There should be. I need to think about this for just a moment and think where this is located. So you've already gone to your notifications tab and you have post replies and comments toggled on, but you're actually talking about getting an email when you get a DM.
Hmm.
So that is a little bit different. Let me think on this for just a sec. You know what, Christy? I am going to need to check on this for you because I do not have an answer in this moment. I've got your email. I will follow up with you on this because I'm going to
Oh,
need to connect with the team
that'd be sweet. Thank you.
and remember where this is located. You
Yeah.
you got me, but
Yeah.
I will find out the answer for you.
Okay. Okay. And
All
then
right.
quick question on the tags here.
Mhm.
If I'm sending an email, I guess this works for Go Plus too, but if I send an email to people with various tags, like
Mhm.
I want to send emails to like basically the whole list, but I'm selecting certain tags, which are,
Mhm.
different courses.
Mhm.
They will they get multiple emails or do they just get the one? Is it smart enough to not send three of them if they are in three groups?
So the answer to that is basically we're talking about automations in step 5, right?
Yes,
We're
yes.
talking about so automations are going to do exactly what you tell them and nothing
Okay.
different. So if I am setting up a new automation and my trigger is tag added, and my action is going to be to send an email. Once I turn this on, this is going to do exactly what I told it to. When the user receives this tag, all students should go down this path, send this email. End of story, no exceptions. Well, other than you've got conditions in here. So what you're going to want to do, Christy, is if you don't want a student to get an email more than once, you're going to want to tell the automation, send it to people unless XYZ, or send it only to students on a particular path. Most likely, this is going to be your best bet right here. With this pathway feature, I can only send it to students in the
Can you select multiple tags there? No.
if it's going to be like like double conditions. No, just one.
Yeah,
You
no.
had all the good questions today, though.
Mhm.
So you're going to
'Cause,
want
yeah,
to go ahead.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking because you can do that in Code Plus, right? So you can select
Yes,
multiple tags. And
I
I
believe
was
so. Yeah.
thinking, and I couldn't do that here in Xperiencify, so that's why I do it in Go Plus. But I'm
Yeah.
just afraid they're getting 5 emails, the same email.
Yeah, the answer is going to come down to exactly what you tell the automation to do. So, you can
Okay.
couple more
Might be a question
conditions
for her.
that may be
Oh,
helpful.
go ahead.
Yeah, just for anyone considering a similar thing. You have, I don't think this applies here specifically, but you've got limits on how often an experience can run. These are just some ways you can limit and customize things overall. If you have a situation where students are joining the course at different times and you only want it recently, you can customize it that way. I'm also going to mention, even though I don't, this would be a more complex way than probably makes sense for what you're trying to do, Christy, but I'm going to just mention it in case it's helpful. We
Mhm.
have stopping triggers that will stop an automation from happening. Here's the thing you want to consider. A stopping trigger functions as an event. It's not a pre-existing condition. So if you only want some students to receive to have an automation apply to them, you could set things up so there's a trigger that starts the automation, and then there is a trigger like a tag that stops the automation. Just keep in mind that for this to happen, this tag or this stopping event would need to happen after the starting trigger happens. So if this winds up being a helpful path for you, Christy, you could have automations that add a tag that could stop an automation in progress from happening. Is that making sense?
Yes. I don't know. Yeah, to your point, I don't know if that applies to what I'm talking about. But yes, I get where you can want to stop it for certain tags. That makes
Yeah, you
sense.
could, if you had different series of emails coming out and you didn't want them to get both or all series of emails, you could create an automation that adds a trigger that stops an automation from happening so they wouldn't get the second or third or fourth email if they received a tag. So that is a way you can stop emails from being sent. You just need to remember that the stopping trigger, or I should say the stopping trigger, stopping event has to happen after the starting trigger happens.
Yes. Gotcha.
Is that making sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank
So
you.
a bottom line here is that Go Plus is sometimes a more doable hub for things like this when you're thinking about your whole community and coordinating emails and campaigns. Go Plus is more set up to handle that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
XP can do quite a lot, but it's more designed to be course specific. And the bottom line is to always come back to the trigger, the starting trigger, the conditions, and basically your automation is going to give you your answers to exactly what's going to happen because it comes down to exactly what you told it and whether you told it to stop or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've got on that. How's that feeling, Christy?
That's perfectly fine. Thank you. I appreciate the insights here. I
Yeah,
do have another question, but I'm going to let you go to others. And if there's time, I'll be happy.
awesome. Thank you so much,
Thank
Christy.
you.
Great, great questions. All right, welcome. I see another couple of people. Choo, 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 choo. Sue is looking for creation strategy question. Sports mental game coach for young athletes with 4 similar 12-week courses for 4 sports markets. Should I make one generic course with 4 different worksheets or have AI help me record all 4 courses? I'd like to advertise the courses separately, but so they appear specific, but I suppose if I just record one course, then I could duplicate and use their sport-specific worksheets. Awesome. Very cool, Sue. So this is a great, great question. Once again, and good to see you, by the way. Haven't seen
Yeah.
you in a minute. Nice to see you here. So again, like the first thing I'm going to say here is that to really do a course strategy question, getting one-on-one with our team is really going to be a better solution here because to really consider all of the variables and what is quote unquote best for you is going to take more than we can, necessarily knock out in a couple of minutes. But I love that you brought this. I'm going to invite as I look at this with you for a minute, if anybody wants to pop suggestions or thoughts for Sue in the chat, please feel free if you've been in a
Well, the other
similar
people were talking
question.
about memberships. I might run this
Yeah.
as a membership, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody would basically paying the same thing. If they want one-on-one coaching individually, I'll offer that.
Mm-hmm.
But from talking with my sports parents, they're more apt to buy something if it's just for their gymnast or just for their figure skater than a generic
Yeah, that makes
help all
sense. That makes total
athletes because they think that because I do have very specific things, as I'm certified in a certain program, so I can
Mm-hmm.
have some
Mm.
of these. I've bought extra programs within this thing than the generic one, so I can do this. And I don't
Yeah,
need to have separate pages just on my marketplace. Then I can have the one for the gymnast and the one for the figure skater, things like that.
I think that
And so
makes
a lot
total
of them
sense. Yeah.
like that. And then it's just how to make because I couldn't when I was trying to work through this. If I recorded, one of my videos, then I was just going to have a pile of worksheets. Gymnasts over here, and then figure skaters, and all this. And what if they push the wrong button, and then they get the wrong worksheet, and then they're all confused. And so
What?
that's why I thought I'd have 4 separate courses, keep
Oh,
them
good.
separate, and then but I guess I can talk to the team is if I just don't know if I can do it generic and then give them their worksheets, or when I'm speaking about what's going on, I'm specific to their sport. That's what I'd like to do, but I would need AI to do that because I don't want to record 4 or 5 courses. That's like, yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, got it. So, eh, okay, so should I make one generic course with 4 worksheets or have AI? Well, I think you're saying something really important that the specific sport they're looking for is absolutely going to be what they're going to identify with rather than a generic help the overall thing.
Right.
So is the question about how to efficiently do
Well, I know
the
I can duplicate a course once I get one in there,
mm-hmm.
but it's for the recordings. What would I do with the format would be the same. So if I did the generic course and I record one whole course
Okay,
and then
yeah.
each one gets their things, it's just that while I'm recording, then I'm going to have to say, for example, if you're a gymnast, do this, for example, and I'll just
Mm-hmm.
have to every now and then drop in and make sure each lesson I get through all 4 or 5 sports that I mainly work with. So I'll just have to do that. So yes, that is more of a big strategy question, but I didn't know if other people, because I know other people do the same thing for different markets, like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
not like mine, but they just do similar things, but they take on a different market. Like maybe their men's market's different than their women's,
For
that type of
sure.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think these are great, great questions. And I know oh, Christy heard a solution for Dr. Sue. Yeah, you want to share, Christy? Where'd Christy go?
Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I just had heard this from somebody else who was kind of struggling with the same thing. And they had recommended actually hiring a VA, but doing all of um, basically all of the recordings at once. And so you basically do your intros, which are very specific. You then, and you say like, action and, stop or, um, you know, or cut or whatever. So you have like 4 different intros. You have 4 different exits or any special call outs. And then you have the meat or the body of the information in the middle. And, you know, you can do that yourself and cut and paste and slice and dice the
Mhm.
original raw footage or hire a VA for pretty inexpensive
Yeah,
cash.
were
Awesome.
they trying to do the body all specific or was the body more generic?
The body was more generic.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Awesome.
again, you could make, just thinking about it logically, you could probably pull out or make all of those side comments like if you are
Yeah.
a
I'm trying.
gymnast, here are some tips, if you are and then
Yeah.
again, they'll just find that in the raw footage and cut that and put it in there.
Okay. Yeah.
So like,
And batching, I've heard that. Yeah, you're gonna do batch stuff. Like I said, do all your
uh,
intros at once because your mind is focused on one thing, then
Yeah.
go to the
uh-huh.
next subject.
Awesome. I love
Yeah.
this, Christy. Yeah, thank you for that. Does that feel helpful, Sue?
Yes, yes.
That
I'm
get you
gonna
going?
definitely look into that because I'm trying to need to get this out, but less stress on myself
Good for you.
recording.
Good for you.
And I know AI does, they can take your voice now and clone your voice, but the ones that I've tried, because I'm not paying the big bucks for them, I still sound like a robot. I mean, I still sound like an AI, even though it's supposedly my voice, but it's like, no, you're not quite getting it.
You're awesome, Sue. Cool. Thank you for bringing this. It's great stuff. And thank you for that,
Sure.
Christy.
Thanks.
And yeah,
Yeah,
keep us
thanks,
posted
Kristen.
on how it goes, all right? Let us know. Cool. All right. So I see Tanya is back and you sent a screenshot, and I know we want to swing back around to Harmony's membership. Um, Tanya, I am seeing this screenshot you sent, and it looks like you are still getting the suspend message when you try to log in with this particular student. Is that what is happening here?
Yeah. So I checked the emails. I found that. Thank you.
Okay.
And that is populated by um, automatically by my email.
Mm-hmm.
So um, this is a screen. This pops up on the actual website when I try to do a
Mm-hmm.
preview course, and then it says this.
Okay, gotcha. So, first thing, first question I have looking at this screenshot is, you got like a zillion windows open here, as lots of us love to do. Are you working in a totally separate browser for your test student?
No.
That's your answer. So when you are working as admin, and this is a really important thing for everybody, and listen, when you're working in admin and you're testing as a test student, always, always, always use a completely different browser for admin work and test student. What's going to happen if you use the same one is your browser's cookies are going to remember your past login session, and they're going to be trying to help you by just logging you in as the login they think you want, and it's going to confuse things. So, because you're logging in as two entirely different people. So
Could
you
we
want to,
go to an incognito window? Would that work?
you can do an incognito. Make sure you only have one window open. If you have more than one incognito window open,
Right.
that's also going to be considered the same session. So, Tanya, I would just use like have one browser that's your admin browser, and then just
So, but the issue still is that wherever this message is being generated, it
Mhm.
does not include an email. It says, please email, and then it doesn't give an email. So I need to be able to go in. I need to be able to find this screen somewhere
Mhm.
and put in my email.
Yeah, totally
It
got
comes
it.
up in the email in the sequencing or the workflow. It
Hmm.
XP has automatically put in the email thing, right?
Right,
But on this particular page, wherever it is,
right.
it's not putting in my email. So then even if it's someone else,
Yeah,
they're going to see this and then it's going to look like I haven't
totally gotcha.
considered how they're going to contact me.
Yeah, yeah, totally gotcha. So here's what I want you to do, please, Tanya. Go to this screen, and I want you to close out this entire browser with all of the dozens of awesome windows. If you want to clear your cache, you can do that too. But basically, things are getting cached most likely from lots of sessions and lots of switching back and forth. So close out this browser, open a new one, or clear your cache and cookies, and then start from scratch. Open a brand new browser once you've refreshed everything, and grab your magic link as this student. Let me show you real quick for anyone. This is a great way when you're testing things and you want to keep it just really clean. Close things, clear your cache and cookies, open a brand new window, and then just go to your student, copy and paste the student's magic link, and just paste that into your clean browser. This is going to start fresh. So that's the first thing I would do after you've been testing a whole bunch and you're getting messages that don't make sense or something you're not expecting to see. You want to just close all that out, clear cache and cookies, start fresh. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but still this message is generated somewhere in XP. So where do I find this so that I
So
can put my email in it?
I can look at that with you if it is still appearing after you've done these troubleshooting steps, but it's likely
Okay.
that this is going to, it's quite possible that what you're seeing is the result of cached things on your browser.
Okay.
So
I'll try it.
anytime, and this is just for anybody, anytime you're getting things you don't expect. Very, very first step, let me actually share, or I'll just show you where this is for everyone. If you go to your help center and type in fast fixes, these are your steps that you'll just go through to reset your browser. You could try opening a incognito window, a couple other steps that will help with like 98% of weird things.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
if all those don't solve it, then we will figure out what's going on. But let's see if we
All
can
right. Thank you.
get it. Thanks, Tanya. All right, let us know how that goes. You can always just drop a note to support. We'll make sure that we get this solved for you. And let's look at memberships. Let me Harmony, I'm going to invite you to chime in, but I'm going to just to get everybody up to speed, and because this will be helpful to other people who are thinking similar questions. Harmony is setting up a membership. Let me say this real quick. There's a couple of different options for how you can set up memberships. One would be to create one single course and then create content within that course on like custom pages and build them how you want. The biggest drawback of that option is that it's going to be a lot of technical work and a lot of work on your side to create a course structure. And in XP, there's already a pre-built course structure with modules and trainings and a next available training flow that is usually helpful for moving your students through content. So the second way to set up a membership in XP, can also do memberships in Go Plus, by the way. But the second way is what Harmony and I are talking about. And basically you would set up one course that is going to act as like the shell or the structure of your membership, or kind of the backbone, maybe is the best word. And it's going to have an order form that people join. When they join, they are taken into the membership. And probably first thing, they'll see a home page. They'll get oriented to what they do and how it works. And the way you will give them all of their actual content can be through creating multiple small courses that automatically get given to anybody in a membership. So if I create a kind of backbone membership course right now, so that we have something to play with for the next few minutes, I'm going to call this membership. And basically, whenever somebody joins this thing called membership, I'm going to automatically assign them multiple courses. And I could do that by having an automation that's started by a trigger. The trigger would be added to course. Most likely it's going to be for all students. I'm going to always customize the experience name, top tip for making your life easier later. And what I want to do when a student gets added to this course is I want to give them a course. So I'm going to add to another course. Let's say the 5-day challenge is a membership, a piece of their membership. And maybe I give them a bunch at once, but maybe I want to delay things and not flood them with content. So I'd have a delay timer for 1 day and then add their next piece of content, which is going to be another course. So that is the overall structure we've got. And we can see that when a student is logged in, oh, I may need to turn on my sidebar. Once I've turned on my sidebar, they're going to see all of their membership content on the left-hand side. With all that, Harmony, let's look at this. First thing you asked, can you order the courses on the side? And at this time, I believe the answer is no. I'm going to double check to be totally sure on that. But I believe it's just going to show up. It's going to show all of their courses, but not in a particular order. Oh, and Lucia had the same question. Fantastic. So Harmony, you're thinking of like they're in a course, you want to get them to the next step. Is that the gist of what's up? Talk to me about what you're
Yeah, so I really love what you just did, because I did not see, and now I'm looking for it, the way to delay it.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
I have what's called the 30-day alignment accelerator. So when they first come in, they're going to do this like 30-day process, right? That's going to give them a quick win up front, right? To give them that like excitement factor and want to stay in. So I want them to get access to the course that's been added after they do this first process. And that way there's no confusion. And what I'd love to be able to do, so what I'll do is I'll put a delay on it, obviously, the way that you just did. And then what I'd love to be able to do is after the 30-day training, because it is just one lesson, right? Is set things up so that at the bottom, when they scroll down, it'll say your next step. And then it's leading them to the next course, like the first actual full course that they have access to.
Fantastic. Okay. So a couple of things to think about. And let me think about this with you as we look. One thing you can definitely do is add a block that's going to appear at a certain time. So if we go back to our home page, because that's kind of going to be our center for where they're mostly landing. We're going to look at their home page. They're in the course. Did you say it's only one training? I don't want to get
the first thing that they're popping into is going to be obviously your welcome page.
Perfect.
Then the next one is going to be that 30-day accelerator that they're going to be doing. And that is one single training.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So let's think about if this will work for you. If we just have one single training and we want it front and center and it's for 30 days, if we add a video block beneath the welcome video, and this is going to be their 30-day accelerator training, and we edit this, we might want to show this block only from day X until day Y of the student joining. Does that make sense?
I hear what you're saying. I'm also thinking in the actual training, wouldn't it make sense just to have like a button at the bottom going, this is your next step, and it leads them right to the course?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just thinking like as we're thinking through this whole flow of the page, first thing to think about is like you've got the training popping up. So if you want that to appear and disappear, just heads up, you can do that. And then below that, we're going to do another block. And this is going to be most likely a text and image block. And once again, we're going to customize the visibility. So based on how things are set up at a certain time, this will appear unless you want it available all the time. So that's, oh, I think you might be muted.
Oh, sorry. I'm going the other way around. So the 30-day accelerator, I want to them to have immediate access to it, and it doesn't need to disappear. That's totally fine.
Okay.
I just want the actual the course that they're getting access to after that to not appear right away. So they focus on the main thing, and then as soon as they're done that, they get access to the first actual course.
Okay, perfect. So
Yeah.
in that case, here's what I would do in the 30-day accelerator block is actually we would do it like this. I would add a couple of action steps that they need to check that will signal that they have completed this. So based on what it looks like, you can set this up as makes sense. But as soon as they finish watching, it will be obvious through this block and through the words that they should maybe just check off that they watched the video. And then maybe there's another action step or something that indicates they've completed the whatever the qualifications are. What we want to do, so if this is my action that signals they have completed the accelerator, even if it's just a self-reported thing or if they're, actually completing a thing, I'm going to add a tag. So as soon as they check this off, they're going to get the tag 30 days complete. And this
I have a
little
question for you
I
too
is
about
going,
a different
okay,
way.
cool. And if when you're viewing this as the admin, this little icon is going to let you know this is only visible to students with the tag 30 days complete. So that is going to pop up as soon as they check this.
Got it. So as soon as they finish, that'll pop up, and then they can utilize that section to actually get access to the course.
Exactly.
I love it. No, that's amazing.
Sue, what are you thinking?
Yeah, well, I was doing something similar, but I was just going in when I was creating my course, I was just going into the drip method and I was blocking off either a week, 2 weeks, or 30 days before the next chunk drops in,
Yeah,
like
also
the
a great
next
way to do it.
course.
Uh-huh. Yep,
Wouldn't
you
that
can.
be simpler? I don't know.
I think it depends. Go ahead, Harmony. Thought or
Yeah, I was going to say that it doesn't really work for me just because of the fact that I'm bringing in an external course. So it doesn't just like drip feed the way that it's set up. I want them to do this one thing first, and then what I'm trying to do is link an external course so that it
Okay.
shows that after that first course has been done, and they don't get confused, so they have direct access to it because it's not actually within the membership course ecosystem. Does that make sense?
Yeah, mine would be inside my
Right. Yeah. So the actual course that I have that's outside that's being linked has a drip feed, and it goes out every 7 days. Right. So once they're into that ecosystem, they will get a module every 7 days. But this is a little bit of a different setup just with the membership, because I'm going to have multiple courses that are going to be linked to the grander membership. And the only way to do it so that you have proper modules and lessons and stuff is to have an external course and link it.
Cool. Awesome. Great. This is making sense. Harmony with the block popping up. Is that feeling?
Yeah, can you go
Helpful?
back to the experience to like step 5 within the thing so that I can see exactly how you delayed the actual, because I watched you do it and then I'm gonna do it myself and I'm like, where was
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Those are hidden. And I'm seeing Sandy was asking about enhancements in reports for activity. I don't have any updates on that at the moment, Sandy. Thank you for asking. Um, and I see Lucia's hand. We are just running to the end of time, but like let's talk and work. I'm gonna go to step 5, and Lucia, what do you got going on?
Yeah, my question is as usual, pretty quick.
Okay.
In the membership extravaganza,
Uh-huh.
where we can add extra courses to that, which is amazing because I want to do more than one membership.
Right.
On the marketplace page that they would be seeing with their new membership,
Uh-huh.
is there more than one layer of course visibility? Like I like all my stuff to be on my marketplace page, but maybe a membership only wants to see what has available to it. That wasn't even English. I apologize.
I got you. I'm with you.
So can we limit the courses that they can see for certain memberships, or is it always visible all the time is the way to be?
Short answer is that the marketplace page has 2 versions. One is the public page and one is the logged in student version. So for
Okay,
logged in
cool.
students, you can customize things. Just keep in mind, if it's the public version, you can't tag things because there's no way to,
No, that answered my question perfectly. Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yay, good to see you, Lucia. All right.
I found delay. So you're just adding an action and then you can do the time delay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
You have a trigger, 5-day challenge, wait 1 day, time delay. If you need a sequence that is like not exactly what we've got here, you can stack timers. So I want a delay of 1 day and 6 hours. And then maybe I can also, of course, add tags. I can add or remove badges. I can unlock the next training. So right now we've got trigger. They get added to the course. Immediately they have the first thing. Then there's a delay, and then they get the next piece. Then there's a 1 day, 6 hours delay, and then they get the next.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
awesome.
Cool. Great questions, you all. Thank you. Thank you. Is this feeling doable, interesting?
Both?
Got stuff to work on.
Exactly. At least I can get some forward movement because just not knowing where to go to do stuff is just frustrating.
Oh my
But at least
gosh, it is.
at least I know.
Yeah.
And feeling like I'm just wasting time not getting forward movement because I don't know what to do drives me nuts.
Yeah. I hear ya. I hear ya.
Hi, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Great to see you. Have a fantastic, fantastic week. Keep me posted on all of the things. And I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.